What's up, guys? It's Zero here. Today I'm bringing you a brand new Gears of War video, so let's get into it. So guys, in this video we're going to be talking about People Can Fly. These are the guys who are currently working on Gears of War after, the report came out that People Can Fly are helping out with Gears of War. And we want to talk specifically about their project Maverick, because they actually came out and they confirmed that it was Gears of War, was Project Maverick. And so in an article coming to us, guys, from Victoria Kennedy over at Eurogamer, People Can Fly, the studio behind Bulletstorm and Outriders, has revealed what Project Maverick actually is. Project Maverick was first reported back in June of 2023. At this time, it was said People Can Fly's Project Maverick would be fully funded by Microsoft with a budget of 30 to 50 million, and based on one of the Xbox maker's existing properties. While details have remained sparse since then, People Can Fly has now revealed what Project Maverick is via its About Us section in the studio's investor website, and perhaps unsurprisingly, Project Maverick is actually Gears of War E-Day. The developer was revealed to be working with the Coalition on the next Gears of War game in January of this year. People Can Fly is currently working on 7 projects. The developer's investor website now reads: Gemini, a new AAA game developed in partnership with global publisher Square Enix; Maverick, Gears of War E-Day in collaboration with Microsoft; Echo, a mode to the existing game developed by Krafton; and projects Bifrost and Victoria to be released in the self-publishing model. In addition, People Can Fly is also involved in a VR technology project named Project Bison, a new title in the immersive VR action survival genre, and Incuvo, a group subsidiary, is actively working on the further development of a separate VR project, Green Hell VR. So look, nothing really earth-shattering about it. I think a lot of people thought that Project Maverick, or one of these codenamed titles, was their Gears of War project after it got reported that People Can Fly is working on Gears of War E-Day. And, I'll give you guys my thoughts on it. I mean, look, I'm not going to sit here and say that People Can Fly is a bad studio. I think that they've got a lot of potential with a number of their titles they've brought out. You can kind of see with Bulletstorm, Outriders, that they've got somewhat of like some spiritual successors to that of Gears of War from, what they've worked on. And so they've been within this universe. And that being said, though, they are responsible for helping out with Gears of War Judgment, which I do feel was the weakest Gears of War title by a wide margin. And so it does make me a little bit nervous about certain elements. I think if the Coalition are the primary, they're kind of helming everything, and People Can Fly are helping with certain elements of the title, I would love to see People Can Fly primarily focused on working on maybe the Horde mode, Beast mode, and, maybe some of those co-op modes, maybe helping out a little bit with, if there's other things that they need help with. People Can Fly is definitely capable of it. I just, obviously I got that bitter taste in my mouth from, Gears of War Judgment and what that game meant for Gears of War. Because I feel like when Gears of War Judgment came out, I think that led us into the dark ages of Gears, because it was a number of years after that we did not get another Gears of War title. There was a limbo state of Gears of War following Gears of War Judgment. And obviously when the Coalition was formed and they started working on these Gears of War titles, it really brought the Gears of War community back. Gears 5 definitely was a sour point for a lot of people in the Gears community. Not so much myself. I enjoyed Gears 5 for what it was. I did not think it was anything near, Gears of War Judgment in terms of, where that game kind of led us into. I don't think that we're in the dark ages of Gears. I just think that they've been in the lab creating Gears of War E-Day, potentially the Gears of War collection, and then, future entries into this franchise, whether it's Gears 6, whether it's other spin-off titles like the, if we get like a Pendulum Wars Gears of War title, it'll be really interesting. I do like to see, though, that Microsoft realizes that Gears is still a coveted, highly coveted franchise, and bringing on another studio that's worked on Gears in the past to help out and support the coalition with this could be a cheat code at the end of the day. So it's hard to say right now. I'm a little bit nervous about it, but at the same time, I'm going to be cautiously optimistic about People Can Fly and what they can do with Gears of War E-Day into the future here. But let me know what you guys think about People Can Fly joining, obviously, the fray of Gears of War E-Day. What do you think it is exactly that they're working on over at Gears of War E-Day specifically, and what they're helping with the coalition in terms of this upcoming title? Are you excited about it? Are you nervous about them working on it? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And for more Gears of War E-Day content and videos, keep it right here.